Good morning, students. Let us start today's online class. Today, again, I'm going to take chapter number 10, the Banyan tree. And yesterday, we had studied till the para number 8, page number 127. Today, I'm going to take page number 128, para number 9, 10, 11, 12, like these, there are given here. So I'm going to take, and you have to open the book and move your finger with the lines so that you be able to understand it now properly. In previous para we have studied that there was the fight between the mongoose and the cobra, and cobra was also is with the speed of light tried to attack on the mongoose, but mongoose was faster than it, and it was about to attack at the cobra. So we have to go further. What kind of fight took place between cobra and mongoose? Hissing defenses means hissing defense. His forked tongue darting in and out. The cobra raised 3 of his 6 feet off the ground and spread his broad spectacled hood. Is what is here? How the cobra was making defense are attacking at the mongoose, hissing. He started, means cobra started hissing to defense or make protection from the rebellion means enemy, and his fogged tongue darting in and out, means cobra's fogged tongue was coming out from its mouth and going inside. The cobra raised 3 of his 6 feet off the ground. Their cobra was of 6 feet, and 3 feet he raised itself, means it raised itself from the ground. And what is here? Made a hood broad, its head made broad, his head broad, and a spectacled hood. Spectacled hood, he made it makes its head broad, and it looks like a hood. The mongoose pushed his tail. In the turn of mongoose also pushed his tail here and there. The long hair on his spine stood up, and in the attacking mood, the mongoose hair also stood up. In the first page, this is given the structure of the mongoose and cobra. You might have seen already in the first lecture of this chapter. And mongoose also stood with the 2 feet hind legs, and its hairs stood up straight. Point number 10 I am taking, children. Though the combatants were unaware of my presence in the tree. Combatants means fighter. Two combatants means fighter. Participants in a fight. They were unaware about narrator's presence in the tree. They did not know. Third one is also present to watch the fight. They were soon made aware of the arrival of 2 other spectators. Very soon, the cobra and mongoose knew it that 2 other spectators also had come to them. They were also only spectators. Spectators means the person who looks the fight. 2 more also had come. One was a myna and the other a jungle crow. Means narrator is telling here that one was a myna who was a spectator except narrator, and second was a jungle crow. They had seen these preparations for battle. Means both myna and jungle crow had seen the preparation between preparations of two fighters, two means for the battle, and had settled on the cactus to watch the outcome. Both Mana and Jungle Crow settled themselves. First, they watch, find out what kind of preparation had been made, both of the combatants, and they both then sat on the cactus for in the wait of the outcome, means result. Had they been content only to watch? Means here the question arising by the narrator, had they been content only to watch? Means Mena and Jungle Crow could be satisfied only by watching the fight. All would have been well with the both of them. Means this surely they would have been both of them. Means he was also looking. Number 11th I am taking, children. The cobra stood on the defensive mode. Cobra directly stood up in the defensive mode, swaying slowly from side to side. And swaying means hilna. Means he started swaying, moving here and there from side to side, and trying to mesmerize the mongoose into making a false move. Mesmerize means here magically pursued to false move in an unwise actions. Means he started to confuse the mongoose with by making false move. But the mongoose knew the power of his opponent's glassy. But mongoose knew perfectly the power of his opponent. Very clearly, mongoose knew that cobra was very powerful and unwinking eye and refused to meet them. The narrator was also unwinking without winking his eyes. He was watching continuously, gazing with the fixed eyes on them of meeting both of the fighters, means mongoose and cobra. Instead, he fixed his gaze at a point just below the cobra's hood, and then he fixed, means he mongoose fixed his eyes, gaze at the point just below the cobra's hood, and opened his attack. And mongoose directly opened his attack on it. Para number 12 I am taking, children. Moving forward quickly until he was just within the cobra's reach, the mongoose made a pretended move to one side. There was a problem with the cobra. Why? Moving forward quickly until means the mongoose moved forward quickly and till he was just within the cobra's reach. And as soon as mongoose come in the reach of the cobra, it makes or pretended to move one side because it was the faster than a cobra. So it at once move another side, and it was the false move of the mongoose to confuse the cobra. Immediately the cobra struck, and cobra was also in a greedy mood, struck at the mongoose. But what is here? It was useless. His great hood came down so swiftly that I thought nothing could save the mongoose. And the narrator was also in confusion. While the cobra struck and his great hood came so very fast, that made him means narrator to think that nothing could save the mongoose. And that time, nothing was present there which could save the mongoose. But the battle fellow jumped neatly to one side. But it was the cleverness of the mongoose, it was the opponent, clever and active opponent, which very clearly, very neatly jumped to one side. Because its speed was, mongoose speed was greater than cobra, biting the snake on the back and darting away again out of reach. And not only mongoose saved itself, it bite on the back, on the neck of the cobra. And darting means run away again out of the reach of the cobra. Means it was very fast, and mongoose was trying to save itself very cleverly. And already we have seen there are the several stories behind it, that mongoose are more faster than the cobra. 13 point I am taking. At the same moment that the cobra struck, when the cobra struck, at the same moment the crow and the manna hurled themselves at him. Means manna and jungle crow could not stop themselves, and they also tried to attack at him, only to collide heavily in mid-air. And in this way they both manna and jungle crow accidented in the mid-air. Shrieking insult at each other, they returned to the cactus plant. And in the insult, both manna and jungle crow started shrieking at each other, and they returned to the cactus plant because they could not attack. That is why they were shrieking, they were shouting at each other due to the insult of them. A few drops of blood glistened on the cobra's back, and both Manas and Jungle Crow and even the narrator had seen the few drops at the neck of the cobra sewn, because mongoose already had bitten at its neck, so the some drops of the blood was started coming out. Students, I'm taking till here only 13. 5 paras I have taken here, and I will start rest of the paras tomorrow in next lecture. Till then you have to go through it, because this is a very interesting story. I hope you are able to understand. Try to read it, write down the meanings and hard words of these paras in notebook and learn it also. We will meet you in next lecture. Till then, goodbye.